G'day trendsetters. Today I'm coming to you from Castle Rock, Colorado. I'm at the local fairgrounds, which is where today's ride starts and finishes. It's a route by, okay, I've forgotten their name. Anyway, I'll link it in the description below and on screen. This route, I believe, is part of a former event. It's about 89 kilometers in length. It's got a decent amount of climbing. I'll likely feel the altitude, but no excuses. Let's get cracking. Looking forward to getting off this first paved road. Too much traffic, although the motorists are quite respectful. Holy shit. Look at the amount of development out here. It is this endless sprawl. Excellent 10% grade. Finally, we are alone. The traffic has died off and we're into some grass and pasture lands by the look of things. Well, it only took us about 10 miles to reach this point. First gravel road of today. Rolling terrain and very wide open roads, no tree cover, cattle land with mountains in the background. That's quite a nice backdrop. There's a plane somewhere up there. Quite the fetching view here. How does that bike balance by itself? One of the mysteries of life. Interstate 25. It appears we're going to be riding parallel to the railway line for a while. Long stretch of pavement, which I believe drops me into a town whose name I have forgotten. I'll likely utilize that town for a resupply. One thing about Colorado, low humidity, very dry, very arid. You lose a lot of fluid, you don't necessarily see the sweat leaving your body. Unlike Florida, where I reside much of the year, North Florida to be exact. We've entered town and there's a massive freight train rolling through. It's got quite a heavy load on board. There's a couple of locos at the back pushing, and there's probably a few in the middle helping out and a couple on the front too. Rightio, welcome to Larkspur. Larkspur. Rightio, quick stop at the gas station time. What goodies we have here. up to Larkspur and onward with the route. One of our favourite signs, Pavement ends, onto climb number 8 of today. It appears we're onto rough pavement. Hello again, and we're back onto dirt once more. This road has been recently scraped. Hello again. We've got about 30 k's left to ride. Seems to be plenty more gravel roads on tap. Riding a pretty long stretch at the moment. It's almost 10 miles long and bugger all cars. You have to love that. Lovely, this road runs parallel to that rock table. I have to say, much of the more stellar scenery resides in the later half of this route. Castlewood Canyon State Park. Nice bit of descending, have to keep both hands on the bars. Apparently this road is a dead end. That might be the case in a vehicle, but we're going to trust this route. Remember, I'm following a route prepared by another entity, which is not my typical modus operandi. The sky is looking a smidge ominous. Hopefully, if there is a storm, it's not headed in my direction. I think I'm heading north, away from the storm. Momentarily, that is. Excellent. Ordinarily, this would be a dead end to motorists, but this is a trail, a paved trail. A concrete trail, no less. Imagine living here. You're telling someone directions. Yeah, I live in the grey house. Which one? There's about 400, mate. Wild turkeys. Hello. Hi ladies. 10 kilometres left to ride for today. About to ascend the final climb of today. Less than a mile of climbing remaining. Thankfully this climb is somewhat gentle. It's basically a subdivision climb. Rainstorms off in the distance. Back into the start of today's route, and the weather's looking a bit spicy. Might be finishing this ride just in time. Made it back to the rental minivan. No walking faries, mate. Hello trendsetters, it's time to close off the video, which I completely forgot to do in my haste, leaving the ride and avoiding the bad weather, so you get it here weeks later. As always, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel for fascinating ride experience videos such as this one. No bullshit, gravel bike reviews, other product reviews, and of course, general madness. Alright then, as all of it is released to the channel, I'll see you in the next video.